Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Christmas is coming. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming, yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, yeah. Staying up late looking out the window, yeah. Christmas is coming, yeah. Spotting some sleigh rides and some jingle bells. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming. Roasting some chestnuts on the fire. Yeah. Christmas is coming, yeah. Celebration and surprises. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Ooh, yeah. Tell all your brothers, sisters, and mama and papa too. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been keeping my eyes on you all year. You've been taking notice, that much is clear. Now I'm meaning to ask you, hoping you'll take this right. Girl, have you got plans for
2, testing 1, 2. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane and I am your tour guide tonight as we take a look at the crypto market and see what is going on with Bitcoin. Are we in for a Santa rally? Ho 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 ho! Happy holidays! We on the Christmas theme now. So glad that everyone is here today. So glad that you can make it, spend your time with me, and shout out to Strega out there in the chat. Bear with me just one quick second here. Got to just make just a few minor adjustments there at the bottom. Yeah, baby. All right, I think we are ready to go. Looking at crypto bubbles for the daily. You see a field of green and Santa hats and little gifts and wow. The Christmas colors, I like green the best, I have to say. All right, you guys say that you can hear me fine. My monitor sounds just a little bit off to me, but I will take your word for it. Let's go ahead and get into the charts. Look at all these little babies out here that we own that are making us some money. Yeah. Let's take a look at the old Bitcoin here. Right after I tell you about this magic word, they'll save you 10% off of your Tangible wallet. Don't be square. Get one of these for Christmas. Yeah. DAWG dog. That will save you 10% off your purchase of the Tangible wallet at tangible.com. Now that that's over with, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin here. I'm here on the 6 minute. I don't really worry about that too much. All that's telling me right now is that we're getting ready to come down. Yeah, I know it sucks to hear that, but yeah, that's what she's wanting to do. She's wanting to drop at least about another 1%. Is that going to break the bank? Come down to about 43,000. Drop another $500 or so is what we're looking at. Maybe not even that much if I had to guess, though. And here I am on this little finicky 6 minute chart. Shame on you, Road Dogg. It could come down as, low as these areas, 42.5. Just saying that from Trendline Magic. Why don't we zoom out and really take a look at the chart? Let's examine the nice little day that we've had today. So basically what I was looking for was this big channel that we were in, right, with Bitcoin. And we rode within that channel until early in December there. The second came out of it. Here's the thing. We retested it here and then we retested it here again. My target was 40,581. That's where we came down to, bounced off again. Lots of people were scared. We were coming all the way back down, but as long as that trend line held, nothing to worry about. And we got the bounce. Not only did we get the bounce, we got a breakout. Another breakout of this trend line. And then a retest of it, and now we're up and we're at them again. This all looks good. This all looks really good. It's gonna be a beautiful Christmas, Timmy. So things are looking very nice. We zoomed down to like the 1 hour here. We can see it a little bit better. We bounced off of this. We came up, we flagged. We're probably coming right back down to retest these areas. What I was saying earlier on the smaller time frames. Don't be alarmed. We have to retest this 50 moving average, and that brings us in close to about 43,000. we're cool. We're probably cool. It's better if we don't, but you know, it's kind of already kicked it off in the smaller time frames. There might be a Hail Mary that maybe, hey, screw you, I'll just bounce off the 21. Hey, I'm going for that. I do like this trend line. Let's go ahead and say this. Let's say she may just wick on down to this area, about 43, 220, 230, something like that. Let's see if that pans out here on the hour chart. That looks highly feasible to me for some more upward action right there. I like the signs that I'm seeing here. If I want to zoom out a little bit more, normally I start with these bigger ones and zoom in. That's a very safe and proper way to do that. Is my camera cooking or am I just sitting crooked? Oh no! Almost showed you my Lambo. All right, so if Bitcoin is happy, that means everybody's happy. Yeah! And I like it when Bitcoin is happy. My altcoins get a little happier. And we see what's going on over here. Bitcoin Dom is starting to come up, man. Bear trap. I expect a big move out of Bitcoin here. I do. Yeah, those little bear traps are no joke. It's a fake out, meaning, haha, fooled you. Took all your money. Now I'm running the other way. And that's what they do. So if you observe one and catch it when they're running the other way, hey, man, you can make bank without being an accomplice. We've got total 3 altcoins over here working its way to the upside. We're matching our highs over here, right? We're starting to break out of this area up to the upside, getting past $470 billion. Finally starting to make a little bit of a move past this little area we've been stuck on for a little while now. Are you ready to go up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm ready for my numbers to go up. Santa's got to wet his whistle. That's a little better. So, if you guys have any coins you want me to take a look at, feel free to throw them up in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to be going over some of the ones today. In celebration, mostly because these little babies have been taken off in IOTX. You guys got some of these? If you don't, I bet you wish you did, because she going up, man. She going up. She hit the measure move 6.8. No, she hasn't. I'm sorry. I jumped ahead of myself. I do that. I thought that was a candle. My line fooled me. She's on her way to my measured move of 6.8 cents. Currently at 6.3 cents. Think we'll make it? I think we'll make it. I think we'll even go a little bit further. Maybe even tap that 7.3 line. Ichimoku Cloud loves this ride. Look at it all thin and spindly over here. Just a big shadow, which is technically what it is if you think about it. But as long as price doesn't touch that shadow, we're good. So we got some more upside on the daily chart, I do believe, out of IOTX as it strives to hit that great measure move and hopefully that Fibonacci target there. Zooming out here, man, the buy signal came back in October, just right before Halloween. That was the signal that said, hey, man, y'all need to load up on me. I'm getting ready to do something. And there's lots of coins there. We're doing that. Have been doing that and are getting ready to do that. This is what we want to see happen a little while after those lines cross, right? So if you're looking for the bags to get into, checking the daily, finding out where the 50 and the 200 moving average have crossed or how far we are from that can kind of help you figure out, hey man, am I getting in at a decent spot now? Because the closer you are to that, the better entry that you are getting, because you see what happens. Give it a little time and it will go all the way up there. Now, after we hit these areas, do expect a pullback. I'm just saying, but until then, let's ride it, baby. Let's ride it. I'm going to zoom out to the 3-day just so I can get a little bigger feel here. Or what if she gets antsy and decides to really just go nuts wild? Well, I would say Christmas would come early. Because we got to break out of a falling wedge, but you know, that measure move has already been met and exceeded, and we just keep going up and up on this little guy, right? It's about this time that we pull out our old friend, the Fibinator. And she's given us also right here. I'm going to move this line up to that, match that yellow one. That's 7.5, 7.6 cents right in that area. 618 Fibonacci area, most likely where we are headed as long as we hold over this 382 area here at 51.99. Since that is holding, I'm anticipating that that is where we're starting to head. And another juicy target would be 9.2 cents as a possibility. Sell target, should she get even answer, because it is possible. She may just mosey her way right on through that 618. You never know. You never know. You never know. Ho, 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 you never know. Here's another little juicy morsel that is popping off. What? You don't see it? Well, we're on the 3-day chart here. This is live here, LPT. This is one of those pesky ones that just came down and tapped my bargain buy. Just didn't even come inside it. I just got, I guess I was just expecting too much. Maybe I was too pessimistic for you. But nice that you came and tapped it right there. And nice that you're breaking out of this dotted line area here. I like what I'm seeing for you, and now that we do have a breakout of sorts here. On a nice rounded accumulation. Now there is a chance, I'm just going to say, you may come back and still be in accumulation. It may not be full front go time on this little guy, but for right now it looks pretty good. Getting above the 200 daily moving average on live here, approaching 9.43 cents. Did recently reach a high up there at 10.7. And it looks like what got wicked is going to get candlesticked as we try to make our way back up there. Coming down to the 4 hour here, and I gotta say, I kinds of likes it. Now, do expect a pullback. If you're looking for an area to get in on this, I would be looking at this 9 moving average, also showing at this previous high we had there. It would be the area I would target on this Christmas week. Could you possibly get it at $8.70? That would be a nice little buy, I think. To get in on a nice little swing trade here. Where could you go, Road Dog? What's going to happen to it? What's the target? What's the target? The target is. The target would be $11.43 for a short-term trade. For those of you that feel a little bit more risky and like to hold on just a little bit longer, I would recommend maybe $14 and around the 15-cent area. This auto sounds very sweet, very good. I like a lot. Sometimes I like my 618s with a little chocolate. There's a couple of ideas there, but of course, I always like to look for the little bigger move. And a good thing to do is always just look back from where you came from, because you probably had a major move from there, which we did. Let's take that one and see where that could actually get us at this breakout area. That one's actually claiming right here about 1263. But I'm actually looking for something a little bit more, possibly right here. At $15.67 for live here. Listen, to me, it seems kind of silly, even $16, when you know that we're eventually heading up to around 30, right? So I'm just saying, For me personally, those targets are just kind of, yeah, I'll look at it and see how it's going at that point, but that's not really where I want to make my major sale or, take profit or a major one. I'm looking about $26. That's the one that really gets my eyeballs right there. It comes right up to this level that we were at before, and we have to get past this one to continue to the upside, to not range and be a boring poop coin. So that's, to me, that's the one that really matters. And for, say, a midterm hold idea, I think that's a groovy place. Because if you could get in, say, around $8 and what is it, $8.73? If you could get in there, somewhere cheaper than where it is now, preferably there. But to me, that's a nice hell of a long, I guess you'd say, swing trade. Gives you a nice 204% return to get up there. We got to get there. So for you diamond handers, I don't know, diamond handers would not apply, but for you guys that hold on to these bags a little longer than necessary, hey man, $26. I'm just saying. Live here, it's been higher than that before, baby. It's been a whole lot higher than that before. It got all the way up to $102. We're sitting here at $9.35. 10x is possible on the way here. Maybe more. Because some of these are starting to come into their own. They're starting to mature a little bit. Some of them may not make it back to their all-time highs. Some of them may surpass their all-time highs. Strigger says, I'm just here to pay half attention and maybe learn something. Strigger says, I want to get more peppy too. And is Soul hot? Soul is actually on my list here. Solana is very high right now. My gosh. Don't I feel like an idiot not buying more than $20? $83 out of this. Wow. I'm telling you. Did not see this coming when it was sitting at $8. It's done a 10x from where it hit bottom back here. That's pretty freaking amazing. I think it hit about 888. I don't know, 809, somewhere through there. Sitting at $83 right now. So there have been millions made in Solana for some people. And I'm sitting here on the daily chart with Solana with all this old work here that's just kind of junking up my screen, really. Because she's gone, baby. She's gone. She is riding this trend line like a champ, man. I mean, this was a hopium place to get it, right? That's gone. She is really respecting this trend line. Very few times dipping below it to touch that 21 moving average. Nice little display of strength, and now look how far she's getting away from when she's starting out on the daily. All new highs right here, baby. We got to zoom out to the weekly now. This, if I'm not mistaken, was our 236 label. It looks a little high to be a 236. That looks like a 382. What are you? Let's pull my fib and find out. Let's take Solana's temperature right here. She is past our 236 area. I think that's just a support and resistance area line I got. So just like I do on the others, we can actually see what it looks like when it plays out. So once you get past that 236 Fibonacci, you have graduated out of accumulation range territory. Let's clean this chart up. Let's just clean her all up. This is not important anymore. This one's still important. We can move her back up to here though. And there may be a retest of this at some point, and we will come down at some point. I'll give you that. But right now we made it above this line right here, and that's very important. That is the 236 Fibonacci area. And I think this is just resistance. I can't remember why I put that there. The blue line is a measure move that I've got. That's coming in at $107.11 technically, in thereabouts that area. So the point that we're coming to right now was support at one time. We lost that. So that's where we're trying to break through now. Now, will we? I don't know. Will we get a pullback? If we do get a pullback, if we get rejected there, well, first off is that 236 area at 66 cents. I would really like to see that hold. That's a pretty important level to me. But there is always the possibility of coming back and retesting this trend line, this kind of major line that we broke. Depends on how you want to look at it. We've been following it here. And I say that is very valid, actually. But one step at a time. I would draw your attention that there is rising price and falling volume on the weekly. It indicates that, this move is starting to get a little tired. But the Ichimoku Cloud says, baby, I still want to rock and roll with you. What I suggest is, see what we got here. 3-day, we're getting ready to see the 100 cross the 200. And that'll probably happen today being what? The 20th. You don't even know what day it is, Road Dog. Today being Wednesday. This could be like Saturday, Sunday before this actually crosses. At that point, sometimes when the 100 crosses 200, it's good overall, but short term, there may be a pullback. I would be looking for one as that happens on the 3-day chart. And hope that pullback just takes us back to this area at $80 and no lower. But should we come lower, there may be an opportunity there. But for right now, she's trying to make it up to $107, believe it or not. And from there, we're headed to $134, $143. And most likely, eventually to 163 to retest that 618 Fibonacci. Now here's one I haven't looked at very often here, and I am not in this one. I kind of wish that I was, but I can't own everything. I've tried and it just doesn't work. This is Neon. It's available on CoinX, Gate.io, Bybit. You can get it on Uniswap as well. I guess we'll take a look at the one on Bybit. And wow, that is a reverse hockey stick, something that you rarely see. This is the 3-day chart showing, yeah, now you can see kind of why, wow, wish we got into this. It was basically under a dime. It's $1.58 right now. That's 16x right there. Went all the way up to went all the way up to $1.79 in that area. 1,721% return. Getting it at the bottom there. So congratulations and shout out to all you guys who've been playing that or have been in that. That little guy's ripping. She need to slow down. She going way too hard. She going way too fast. She's going to trip up and fall. But let's see if we can get a little something here. A little idea. See if we got some stuff that makes any sense here. So we're at that one. I gotta flip on some zeros. I'm running out of zeros. Well, gosh darn it. Oh, what's that? Don't know why I have those. So I want just 300. You know what? I'll leave that alone before I mess up my numbers. All right. We've got the possibility to hit these targets right here all the way up to the 3,618. There are some various points in between. I don't have them marked. Mostly 0 points, since it took a hit here at the 0 point. So I like this. That could be a pullback area to retest this trend line. It was a channel. It broke to the upside. It's getting ready to go parabolic, and it has been going it's been going parabolic forever. But you know, these parabolic moves, they have stages. Now, was that where I took my move? That's where I did, right? That's where I want to take my move. Yeah, baby, let's lock that in. Lock it in. $1.99, 262 basically. Could be on the horizon for this, and there may be a pullback, especially if it makes it up to $1.98, $2 area. I would definitely expect a pullback from there. And once it does and confirms that, well, then we can actually take a Fibonacci. Actually, we can go from swing low to swing high there. We're just kind of guesstimating now where it might pull back to. Should it do that? And after it gets rejected there, I mean, it could easily come back down to 80 cents. You were between 80 cents and $1.24 after reaching $2. Getting way ahead of ourselves here, really, but I mean, she's in price discovery right now. She's making higher highs. She's looking like she's trying to do a little 5 waver there on the Elliott. Looks like Elliott's saying she already did it because he's counting way over here. He likes to do that. I don't always agree with that. But then again, I'm not an Elliott Wave person. Elliott's saying, hey, baby, I'm coming back to 89 or $1.06 now. Elliott doesn't always get it right, especially when it comes to parabolic activity here. So we'll just, you know, keep Elliott's little opinion over there. And if you agree with Elliott, hey, I have no issues with that. Currently, she is riding high on that non-moving average, and I got nothing bad to say about it, but maybe there's a pullback somewhere through there. Maybe. All right, so Neon seems to be doing pretty dang well. And if you're in it, congratulations. Here's what I've been playing recently. I don't have anything major in it, but trying to build up a Solana account over on the DEX on Radium. And this is Orca. It is on Coinbase, and I've got it charted here on Coinbase. So she's doing what we were hoping that she may be trying to do, and we're starting to see that out of a lot of these coins right now. So she broke out of this channel, and if we go to the extremes there, any way you look at it, we got a bear trap where she came back into the pattern, into the price pattern. So I'm expecting her to make a fairly decently quick move up to around $10.60 and maybe just a little higher, but that's where our measure move takes us from. Treating this as a flag there, putting that at the breakout gets us to there, but basically what we're doing is just coming back up to the top of this channel where we're guesstimating would be somewhere up through here. It could be higher than 1060. That is just a target. There's a Fibonacci area right here at 1210 that I think is worth paying attention to for a higher target. Personally, I liked it for Orca. Of course, you know, Orca doesn't have to stop there. Orca can keep going, but those are just some take profit areas. $21 is also a take profit area. 1673 is also a take profit area. Might happen. But now taking it into account, I want to take my trend line and now adjust it for the new data that we've got. Now we're starting to broaden out a little bit, so we'll keep our eyes on this a little bit. But so far, so good. Things look kind of nice on the 4 hour, like for more upside here for Orca. Orca! How about that stacks? You guys got stacks? It's not because I haven't talked about it, because I talked about it. I was all big on stacks as close to 50 cents as I could get it. I'm like, crap, this thing's going to turn into something big. Stacks is currently sitting at $1.44. Did you hit my oh yes, you nailed it. We're having fireworks in December, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating that target being hit right there at $1.5496. Nailed it. Should we blow it up? Should we get the magnifying glass out? Nobody believes you when your targets get hit so perfectly. Look at that. Nailed it. Nailed it. That is a 2.7. Yeah, that should be a well, it should be getting a turnaround here. It should be getting a pullback here after that one. And it made a higher high. This is the magic of the 127s, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Swing high to swing low to, oh my God, I freaking hit it right on the nose. It's only up because I didn't draw it perfectly. Look, the 127 should be one of your friends, man. And also the 414. I'm going to adjust it and make it line up a little bit better up there. At 168, although I doubt that we hit that. But the deal is, when we do hit it, that's usually reversal area. It's usually got to do a pullback. So it's a good place to take your Fibonacci and then come down to the swing low here. Pull it up to that swing high, to our new swing high. And now we're starting to look at these Fibonacci areas. Most likely, we're going to pay special attention to this area right here, because that was kind of a key area before, 111, 116, or 111, 112, right through there, right? There's always a chance we'll come back to a 618. It is. I mean, that's just possible. It is more in our favor if we do get a bounce at the 236 or the 382. Kind of shooting for this 382. We'll kind of have to see how that plays. But 111 could be a nice little buy area for stacks. Should, you know, get a little pullback. The other option I would look for is the 618, because, you know, it happens. Price just wants to, it's like a magnet. Price wants to go there. But if she's really bullish, she may not. Now, I do want to bring this up. She's already, it's weird. I mean, it wasn't established until then, but she's kind of already retested this trend line here, and that was a 618 test. So that price area has been retested before, meaning it may not necessarily have to come back and satisfy that desire anymore. Tapped it once. Hey, I was good. Hey, let's move on. Stacks is cheap like that. I don't know. Love them and leave them, stacks. That's what you do, baby. I know. So that's what I'm seeing for Stockios. I think that if you're looking to get in on this or add this to your bag, being patient enough to wait for that pullback might do you a lot of good. So basically, main area I'm looking for is about right here. Although this could happen, I'm going to color him purple. Make him purple. They usually call it a degen buy zone, but it's not a degen area. For real, for real. All right, so Stacks is doing pretty dang awesome. Looking on the 4 hour, she's still doing awesome, still ready to go. Wow. Stacks. So from this breakout, had you played this breakout or the retest of that, 68% gains, made up to 83%, but 68, 70% is where we are now from that breakout. Had you bought it down here at 67, 68 cents, that was the last time that I was packing it in. It was down through here. 117% to where we are right now. So Stacks, it's one that I did not want to let slip by. And I can't help to look at another one that I'm so happy that I got into, because I almost missed it. almost missed it because she was down so low to $1.52 and I ignored it for, I guess say a lot of us did, for about 6 or 7, 8 months down here at those low prices. Nobody wanted to look at I&J. It wasn't going to do nothing. Yeah. But when I remembered when it flagged up and started coming up over that high, I was like, baby, I got to get my bags in. And I worked really hard to do that, trying to buy at those levels and felt like I was buying tops. And now it's finally starting to pay off. I&J hit $43. Slammed through every target that I've had here. I'm on the weekly chart though. How well did those targets do? Well, that one did pretty well. Got to pull back from it. This one kind of, you tell me it found support on it, and it's finding support on top of this other one. These are the extended Fibonacci's here. This was a 2.7, which it got rejected, but she decided to pull a Hail Mary and screw you, road dog, and your 127. I'll teach you. I'll bear trap you. See how these bear traps play? Gotta love them. I&J amazing the world. So the only thing I can do now is erase all this crap. And we got to see what's going on now. Because everything got hit with I&J. We are on the daily chart, on the weekly chart. I&J has never been here before. Truly in price discovery, so now we don't want to see it drop below $25, that last high. We do not want to see that happen. That has now got to be our new floor. Get rid of some of these old lines. Don't let them confuse us. They just hide the charts. We are so far out there, it is just crazy. Crazy. And pulling the Fibonacci swing low to swing high, that's where I got those targets. You can see they all were hit. They were all hit. And it's not stopping it. Normally, that would be it. And maybe it is. Maybe there is a pullback. Maybe that's as high as it got. I'm looking here for some bearish divergence that would tell me that on this bigger time frame, but I don't see any. It's not there. And when you look at Market Cipher, I mean, we're in the week where we just confirmed the green dot from last week. So really wild watching this one. Far away from Ichimoku Cloud, I'm basically perplexed because my only other option is to put $64 up here as a target. That one, and I'm going to have to turn it on. Let's turn on a fib. Do I have it on here already? I do not have it on here already. I got to turn the 2.0 fib on. And we're going to use that little guy as a target. So 49.91 and 64.89 are two other targets that I have. I'm not saying that we're going straight up there. There may be some stuff on the back end, going on, some strong desire for this coin that, I'm just not privy to, but there's also a good chance that we get that pullback. We are so far away from this 9 moving average, right back here at $20. 50% drop from where we are right now. We have been losing. We're at 39 now. That's a nice little drop from 42. This should be a toppy top. Let's pretend that it is. Where are we coming back to? Most likely that 618 would come into play here. Sad to say. Not really sad to say, but between the 0.5 and the 0.6 is what I'm kind of got in for right there. And of course, it could come down lower. What I'm also going to do is draw a little trend line right there, rest it right on top of all these candle bodies. Come down to say the 5-day or 3-day here. 3-day looks good. And I'm going to use that little guy as my guide. Fine tune him here a little bit. He flows right there, right into my buy zone. My best guess is that we will come down and retest that. Remember, this is, you don't know where you're going. You got to look back and see where you've been. And I kind of like that idea as a possibility to get this at $21. Gosh, I'll hate to write it down. $25. I know if you're in this, you probably don't want to hear this. You probably want to hear more about $49 and $64. I mean, I would too, but there is a possibility that we do get a pullback at these areas. Now, there's also the possibility. I mean, man, that looks like a good parabolic run, but technically, we're a parabola. She hasn't finished her stages, so could be on a very much bigger parabola. Could it? Could we take that chance? Let's draw it out and see what it would look like. Something along the lines. I'm not liking that. Start from here. Something along the lines of this. Guess there's lots of leeway if so. We have already, I mean, any measure move has just been completely obliterated here. Funny how that one takes us right up to that level, that area. So INJ is just on a free fall price discovery, trying to figure out what's going on, and now we can come and look at the smaller time frames. And let's get an idea of how healthy that this move is. Because we got bearish divergence that's definitely forming. And that's occurring right here and down here on the RSI. Now that's on our... Would you count this one? That'd be 1, 2, 3. Would you count that as your third? 3 instances on the 4-hour. 1 instance here on the daily. I think you... I'm not going to say you're too tired yet. And as long as you're above that non-moving average, I can't really say anything bad about you whatsoever. Especially on a 4-hour. Now, this is what happened. We broke out of here, broke back into it, and now technically we're testing that. Now, we need to see that hold. That would be pretty freaking awesome. But if it does break, we still got the trend line down to here that can catch us. So we're kind of in some pretty good shape. This is our main trend line. I'm going to go ahead and draw the other one too. The backup trend line we got. So I'm not worried unless this one actually breaks. But that's a cool sign that we bounced off of this, that we broke back into this one. I mean, I think she's getting ready to take a run here, possibly. Things look good on the 4-hour. There is some divergence, but it's not doing much damage at the moment. Smaller time frame may have a little bit of a different story to tell here on the lines here. If we extend to there, it may catch a bounce. So INJ is sitting at $39. Could it come back to 34? Maybe. If it breaks that, oh gosh, we're going to start looking at these other areas here. Was it about 25.5? Woo-wee. Man, my bag will go down. My bag was looking so good. I've got it locked up though. I got to figure out a plan to unlock some of that. My plan has basically been, well, I don't want to talk too much. There are rewards though. It's a nice little bag to stake, and that's what I've got doing with it. On the 1 hour, we got to cross at the 9 over the 21. So look for it flirting with losing this 50 moving average. If we can't bounce off this trend line, mount off of that 50 moving average on this particular time frame, look for 34.68, maybe down to retest this 200 moving average, and that could be as low as that 32.33. But if this trend line holds on, it's more upside. Drag the chat over here and see what you guys are talking about. I'm going back between Orca and Bonk. Bonk's kind of she's kind of topped, did she? Let's take a look at Bonk. I got out of Bonk. I saw it was headed to the downside, so I peeled out. But then I think it got to a point and I put a little back into it. Okay, so Bonk is in my buy zone now. Is it a good buy zone now still? I guess is what I should. It's a 618 Fibonacci. She's kind of broke it a little bit. She's above it now, but just this whole buy zone. It's down to a 786. That's why I've got the whole zone 3 here. But the fact that we're below this 200 moving average, even here on the 1 hour, a little concerning. See how we're doing on the other time frames. Okay, I feel better with the 4 hour because we're above the 9. Now the 21's crossing the 50. That's not great, but the 50's moving up. The 100's moving up. Those are our heavier weighted moving averages that are kind of just pulling us up. So no matter the weaker ones, the 9 and the 21 pushing us down, they'll get bent up. So not worried. We're going to turn around here. It may be a little slow and some chop to fight through it for a little bit for Bonk, but it should get a nice little rounding turn. It should get a bounce off the 618 area. Doing that, then my other target should come into play. Do I have that mark? I've got it up there at 48, but what I just did just now, it should have played out. I would have done it the same. I want to adjust that just to make it a little more accurate. Where did you come from? Did I take a wild one? Oh, here's my measure move. Where did I get you? Oh, you went. Okay. Well, okay. We'll leave it. We'll just back it up. We'll leave that stuff. I'll just put a alternative. So Bonk is sitting, where are we at? 19,3078. If that makes any sense to you guys. My target's at 45, 5268 or 480378. Which is basically about 130 to 145% gains from this area. If we get a bounce there. Might happen. We haven't broke that trend line. That's cool. That's our main trend line right there, so. We did fall back into technically the channel that it was in. So that's kind of interesting. Put that back up there. So it may, gosh. If it loses non-moving average, it might actually drop us down here. It could have that possibility. So we'll just put that there. 147053. That would be a 786 retracement, I believe. These numbers don't mean anything to me, Road. It's a Fibonacci level. It means it's got a good chance of getting a bounce there. If you guys ever have any questions about my TA or what I'm doing, why I do it, or anything like that, or I don't know, something I do doesn't make sense, or I don't know, ask questions. I don't mind answering. A lot of people out there trying to, I don't know, regurgitate and sell all this information and stuff. I won't tell you all my secrets. You have to join my group. And all this crazy stuff. Hey, Arkham, man. I mentioned that here. I aped into it right here on the stream. Sitting right now at 71 cents. Oh gosh, where were you? Were you down here? It seems like you were. I think you were somewhere. I think it was right down here in this, or maybe can't remember where I bought it. It was somewhere. I don't know. I got a pretty good deal on that, and I was wondering. I know the project's got legs. It just like takes it forever to start doing something. So it's already met the targets and everything that we've had for it. Yay! She's just doing awesome. She went above the 618. Dude, now she can come back and retest this. That's about at 66 cents, right? She's moving on. I've got to readjust now. All right, so I got a trend line here. I want to check my angles here, check my channels. Boom. And we're above it. Oh, sweet. Bada boom, bye. You might just be doing a retest at about 69 or something. That's interesting. So 618 has been hit. That leaves the 786 to be next, and I didn't even put it on there. And we hit it already and got rejected there, looks like. Okay, typically happens. You get rejected there. So are you topping? Considering that you're getting bullish and breaking out of this trend line, if you retest this little guy, I think you're getting ready to do some damage, and I think you're getting ready to head up to this 172 target right here with $1.05 is what I think. And I use the word think. Think is processing logical data, and that's what you should be doing in trading. Or analysis. I kind of like that. Kind of like this. This was the 786. We're on the 4-hour chart here, so we're getting our rejection here. Now we got to see if we can get our bounce here off of this trend line. So we're in 69. Sorry, where are we? We're at 68 cents. Gosh darn it. So yeah, right around where we are. It's my candles are doing this. Let's put them on the regular candles. Yeah, okay. It's the difference between Heikin-Ashi. You get used to it. It's not a big thing. Heikin-Ashi takes all the noise out of the stuff. The Christmas tree candles like this, I mean, well, sometimes I'll use them in these cases where I want to get picky. So we're coming down to retest this area right now, and on here at 67.46 on the Binance chart. We've got this trend line to hold. We need the one that's at to hold. That's the most important one right there. If it loses that, then I'm looking for, you know, not good stuff to happen, coming all the way back in and possibly retesting the bottom at 46 cents. Don't want to see that happen. No. No bueno. So I guess I want to paint you orange too as a caution. Could be where it should be where we bounce here. Now, given the chance that we bounce off of that $1.05 is the next target I got for RCAM. We've got Grimmer in the house, Labs Group, and CTI. So Cleantech still in my little buy zone. Well, she was flirting with trying to lose that. Did lose a little bit, broke back into it. Nice little double bottom shape there, but she's still under 4 hours, still under this 200 moving average, and that's a concern right now, especially since this 50 moving average is starting to aim toward it for a death cross. Let's zoom out just a minute and see what it would look like. Is you coming down, baby? Are you coming down, CTI? I mean, if you do, This is a chance to get you at some lower prices, but that's not written in stone. We still got a trend line to hold here. I'm trying to go to the extreme. This is the extremes of it, so let's just go with the extremes of it. Candle bodies of these 2 wicks. If we break below that, yeah, we're not looking good. Looking for a bigger drop. It could be as much as a 30% drop. We don't even want to talk about that, do we? It would be coming down to the 200 moving average more than likely. That would be 22% drop. Don't want to see that. We've got a good chance here though on the daily. Look, we bounced off the 50. It's done it a couple of times and it's starting to head up. So going by the 50, I would say we got a good shot. It's going to bounce. It's going to have to bounce around through here for a little while though. So unfortunately, she's not ready to do anything big just yet. I don't think she's getting under the green cloud. Oh gosh, she's having a hard time. She's going to have to figure this stuff up, bouncing through here, then hopefully get a bounce from the bottom of this. If not, if we do something like that, that's going to be bad. But we got the 100 that is crossing the 200, and a lot of times that will sometimes pull it down a little bit. Did we I think we had a trade set up here, right? For a possibility. All right, I'm going to clean all this stuff up here. We were looking at buying it here after it cleared it. So technically, I mean, I've got this as a decent buy zone, but it could go against you. It could end up coming down to these lower areas. Possible. Areas I'm looking for is about 17 or 1.77 cents could come into the picture. 1.52 could, but until we lose this trend line, you know, it's just worry. I will say this, there is some bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. See, price bottoms low to low to low, it's going up, right? And on our RSI here, we got this is coming down. So, and even, yeah, from right here, what that normally means that if you get to a point of resistance and you've got hidden bullish divergence, that means that the trend should continue, meaning that we should get a bounce there and everything should just go back to normal. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. That trend should continue. So that's what hidden bullish divergence means, when the price is going up and the RSI is starting to, you know, get lower lows. Now, regular divergence looks a little bit different, but it means trend change most of the time. So CTI has just got a little bit of a struggle, but I am liking it for some more upward action there, but can't say that we're going to do anything exciting over the next few days just yet. And let's see, the other one we're looking at was oh my gosh, where did I lose it? Oh yeah, there we are. Labs group, right? Labs group, look at it here on KuCoin. Daily chart. How are we doing? Labs looks like it's doing good. So the blue lines were measured moves, which were apparently knocked out and just obliterated and were targets. Yeah, that was a 30% gain there. Let's take a look. So the cool thing is going, why do we even have this here? Don't even need this now. The cool thing is on the daily, we crossed the 200 moving average, man. This thing went all the way up to 0.000688, somewhere right through there. Got rejected at that Got rejected at that. Do we? Oh man, I never did put those on here. Excuse me for a second. I gotta get this back. So if you guys haven't seen this might be something kind of cool. I'm getting the 5MA, the moving average, right? I'm coming over here and I am going to customize this one because I like to look at a few extras. And I think I erased it. Yeah, I believe I did. And those moving averages are 366. Call me crazy, but 666. Yeah, I started out as a joke, but you'll see it means business. And I color code these guys so I can see what they are. This one is Lucy, so I make her lipstick red, and the 800 I put usually orange. I also like to make those lines a little thicker so I can recognize them a little easier. And there we go. So the 366 moving average is where we got rejected. Makes sense now. That's why I wanted to put this little baby on here. This helps me kind of figure out a little bit better about where we stand when I have these moving averages. And you can see that we got Lucy's line right up here. And if you're not familiar, you haven't heard me talk about Lucy, she is over the 666 moving average. She likes to just sit right on top of it and hold price down. So she can make a decent target, but we got rejected off the 366. It meant to be the 365, but when I fine-tuned it, 366 worked best. So that's why it's 366. And to say we got a good chance of getting a pullback to retest the 200 moving average, possibly maybe wick down to the 21. That could happen. The good signs going on is the Ichimoku cloud is thin and ready to go. This thing looks like it's ready to take off, to be honest. Just getting a little slight pullback, retesting the 200 is what I foresee. Maybe a possibility to retest this trend line, but you know what? I kind of doubt it. Might retest the top part of that trend line that it broke out of. Might do that. Comes down close. So I'll be looking at 0.0003345 as a possible retest area. Possible. Remember, we're on the daily chart. And mostly right here at 0.0004231 at the 200 moving average. That's where I just like to take this and just draw a little box. At the juicy buy zone. And now playing by the moving average strategy, you know, we would come back up, retest this area at what is that? 0.0006623. And then price has got to come up and test this area where Lucy's hanging out, and that is 0.00108. So let's say a pullback to the 200 moving average and going up to meet Lucy's moving average would be about 160% return or gain. So there's that idea. I've apparently got another measure or another target up here. This has got to be the 236 fib. That's got to be the main one to really shoot for. That's at 0.0038. And that is like 10x from where we are now. So we're going to zoom out and take a little bit of a look at this. One thing I'm going to do is Fibonacci from the swing high down to swing low. Okay. And the target that I've got 0.0007379. That is coming in just right above the 366 where we got rejected. Now I think that's very important, and I think it's even more important, so I'm going to mark this little guy and move my price over there. 236, got to get above it, or else you're just trading sideways for a long time in a range, accumulating. Not fun. Got to get above it before we can move to higher ground there. Now Lucy is coming in oddly enough, at a fib line. That gives us confluence to say, hey man, a lot of these signs are pointing to the same area. Means it's important. Pay attention to it. Use it as a target. So that was a look on the daily chart, and just coming down to the 4 hour, take a smaller look here. I don't think it's going to bounce off that 50. I really don't. It may. Let's hope that it does. But I think it's got a chance to come down to these other targets. I think it's already broke its trend line right there. Yes, it did. Right there. So, yeah. Don't want to scare you, but, you know, there could be a measured move. We'll do a little conservative on this one. Could technically take us down this area. I know. It sucks. You don't want to ride that train if it's going to go there. 0.0002950. Don't want to do that, but, jeez. Just a little pullback. Remember, you're above the 200 moving average on the daily. It's the most important thing. Keeping track of that. Smaller time frames will freak you out sometimes. Striker says, and right into the 20s and rinse and repeat. I like rinse and repeat. Needs to come around a little bit quicker though. That rinse cycle lasts a long time. FTM Phantom. Look at this little guy break above Lucy. That means it's on. Devil Girl done got sweet talked or rammed. I don't know. That's a pretty good sized candle. She likes those big candles. I don't know. Maybe that's why she's always. Anyway, we're getting the 9 moving average crossing that devil line right there. It's on, baby. It is on now. That's a big thing for me. Phantom, if you're not in it, you might want to be in it because she's getting ready to freaking do something. We're going to zoom out on Phantom. I'm just going to come over now to this 3-day. Nice. Devil bottom. Nice rounded shapes. Rounded double bottoms. They pay the bills. You're looking at doing a double bottom scenario here. Price will come up to 65, almost 66 cents. It probably will get rejected there. Pull back to this area. See where we had our highs here. Right around 54 in that area. May also have a hiccup getting past that area, but we'll put that there. I feel like I'm missing something. I thought I could That's weird. I thought I could make you a dotted line. But you're not a dotted line. All right, and so once price does get up here, it will complete this pattern, and that gives us a measure move, which could take us up to $1.13. So that's why I have that target, is upon the completion and confirmation of this nice double bottom. And it doesn't stop there, folks. It keeps going, but that's a good target. We'll probably get rejected there too. Now I'm going to zoom out and look at the bigger picture here. See if we got any confluence here with the 382's coming in here. So I got to mark you. Would love to see $2.17 out of Phantom. Would love that. Yeah, I thought I could make you a dotted line. That's what I want to do. All right, so these are Fibonacci areas. They are quite important. This one's pretty much important. I'm gonna put this little price sticker over here. 9.33 cents. Gots to get above that. So we got to get this pattern going, flag out above it or something, and start working our way up here to the $1.13. Got to get past here. Gots to. Hopefully it will just brush through there without any incident, because it fell right through, no problem. But I like what I'm seeing here for Phantom, especially it breaking out past this area here at 41 cents. She looks good. She's ready to rock and roll. All right, AVAX has been doing pretty dang awesome. Same situation. We are above the 236 right now, people. It's already blasted through every target that I have here. Got to show it a little love, a little respect. Respect. Got to put some respect on it. She's above the 366 moving average, likes that. I don't see anything in her way there. She's basically getting ready to head up to this nice little Fibonacci area right here, about $60. 60. There might be a retest of around $40 and a half right through here. That's what I would look for as a possible place to get in. If she loses this level, it's not good. It starts coming down. That means we're ranging. Not good. Probably retest the 200 moving average. No bueno. But now look what happens. Look what's happening right now. We're getting the 50 crossing the 21 and the 100. No, I'm sorry, the 800 moving average here. That's actually a big thing. That should give us a nice little move to the upside. And then when it crosses over the 200, that is your golden buy signal, the golden cross, meaning if you ain't in now, ooh. Well, actually, that was on the daily. That happened quite a bit back, way back over here. I'm just saying, you know, $16, $17 should have been in there. That one's on the 3-day that's trying to get a buy signal coming soon. The biggest thing is that we cleared this line, the 236 area, so we're headed up. AVAX. I like it. Those bags are growing. Grow, baby, grow. All right, guys, I appreciate you for being with me tonight. We'll take a look at some more of the market tomorrow night. May even surprise you with a daytime stream. Who knows? But thank you so much for being here. If you can, help the channel out by just hitting that like button.
Hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I forgot to do all the little fancy stuff that I had to do. Oh, there goes the garden gnome. Oh, maybe I'll remember him tomorrow night. Run over Santa Claus there. Do it one more time. Kill him. Don't kill him. Oh no, yes, Santa. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. God bless you and trade carefully. And hey, man, enjoy it. I do think altcoins should start looking kind of juicy, making a higher, trying to. Got some money that's going to be coming in here pretty soon. So let's enjoy this little possible Santa rally that's coming our way over the next few days here. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow night.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits,
And I don't care what anybody says. These not your keys. It's not your crypto. No one can ever take my crypto from me.
1032C, 1011, SWAT HQ.
I use hardware wallets with encrypted seed phrases. And I dare you low IQ idiots to even think about coming after me and my crypto. You have to pry my private keys out of my cold dead diamond hand. I dare you. I double dog dare you. What was that?
Unit 5, set up a perimeter with Unit 6. Copy that.
Don't move. Don't move. Hands in there. Hands in there right now. What's going on here?
Well, Mr. Jones. At last we meet.
Who are you?
Agent Harold Dick from the Wallet Enforcement Agency. And sorry about the doors and the windows. I did lightly knock. Mr. Jones, we are executing a FISA warrant to search this premises for unregistered crypto wallet keys. Hey, you don't mind if we take a look around now, do ya?
Oh, look what we got here, Harry.
Well, that didn't take very long at all now, did it? What do we have here? Oh, this wouldn't be a book of unregistered wallet seed phrases, would it?
Son of.
Oh, you make my job just way too easy for me. Jackpot, boys. Good job. Go ahead and cuff this loser, boys. Daddy's probably getting a promotion out of this one. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Jones. See you around.